Hello and welcome to 03141314. I'm Professor Algio, and so this video is just kind of to introduce the course to you where you can find everything you need, all the resources. So first thing I want to talk about is that this is two courses, and so I just want you to be prepared that this is going to be a little bit more than you expect from a single course. So just to be clear, you are enrolled in two different courses and you'll actually get two grades. And so I'll be going over that as we go through this video. But the first thing I want to show you is where to access this information that we're going to go over. So you want to go to the Lone Star website and click on class login. And I'm already logged in, but you'll use your credentials for like how you would log into your email or anything else for Lone Star. And this dashboard will have your courses. Now you're registered for two courses. You're registered for a 1314. This is one of my sections right here, 1C 115. And here's another one, 1C 113. You're in one of those. And down here is 0314. That's the other course that you're enrolled in. Just to make life easier on both of us, I post everything in the 1314 part. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these so we can kind of show you. It doesn't really matter which one I click on. Just make sure you log in and click on the one that belongs to you so you can make sure you have the right information. What I'm going to tell you is going to be the same, but some of the stuff you have to register for have different codes, and so you want to make sure you go to your D2L page to access this. So when you log in, go ahead and click on content, and then this is just basically going to give you everything you need to get started and really for the whole course. So here's my syllabus. We'll go over that in a moment. And then here's the calendar. That's going to be really important. And then here is instructions on how to register for MML, which stands for My Math Lab. And that's just a program that we use for doing homework and exams. And once again, I'll kind of walk you through that step by step. Now, once again, it's going to be unique to which course you're enrolled in for me, what section. So this one's for 1C 115. You might be in 1C 13, and so the code's going to be different. So once again, don't go based off this video. Go into your D2L page and actually click on this link and it will walk you through it. Then here are going to be the links to the notes and videos, and once again we'll go over that also. But we'll go ahead and just kind of go in order. We'll start with the syllabus. So I have one of them already open, so I'm going to pull that one up. Here we are, 1C 113. Here's my information. If you call me, it's probably you're not gonna get a hold of me. The best thing to do is to email me right here. I'm pretty good about getting back to you same day. So if you have questions or concerns, don't hesitate. Don't let anything fester. If you're having problems, we want to fix it as soon as possible. Okay, don't wait till the last minute. So I will be on campus on Tuesdays, so I do have some time between 12 and 1. If you wanted to stop by, I'm in the Winship in 115P. Or your best bet could be to request a WebEx meeting. I'd be more than happy to meet with you online. Don't hesitate to do that. But the most common thing students do is they'll email me their question and I'll send them back a personal video kind of explaining the problem. And I've had a lot of success with that. And once again, I'll kind of show you the easiest way to do that in a moment. So as I was saying, this is two courses. So the way this is working is what we used to do is you would take 0314, which is basically like preparing you for college algebra, and then the next semester you would take college algebra. This is a state mandate that you have to take both at the same time, and it's actually a good idea. And the success rates are actually better now because you learn what you need, and then you don't have a break to forget it. Right away you start taking the college algebra and using what you learned in the first part. So it's actually been done. We've done quite well with that. So the prereq is either you take the previous course to 0314, which is 0308, which typically you would be enrolled in this class anyways, or you place by the TSI. So, oops, That is, well, you get 3 credit hours. You are going to get 3 remediation hours also from the 0314. But as far as for your transcripts and your degree plan, you're going to receive 3 credit hours for this course. So this is going to be in online, okay? And so I have videos here for 0314 posted at this link right here, and I'm going to post this, or this link is posted in D2L also. And then I also have a link for the videos for 1314. So they're 2 separate courses. 0314, we're going to finish that up probably in about 5 weeks. It takes about 5 weeks. And then the remaining of the semester, we tackle college algebra 1314. And so here are kind of some instructions about how to register for My Math Lab. That's how, so our book's going to be digital. You don't need a physical copy. And you're not going to even have to really access the book because we're going to use the notes that I provide, but you do need access though. Okay, we use the access to complete our homework and to take our exams. Okay, so when you go on there and you're purchasing it, it's about $70, and it will work for both classes. So you don't have to, you're not going to have to purchase it twice. Okay, now um, when you do go on to pay for it, they're going to give you one that costs, around $70, or one that's around $100. The one that's $100 is good for like 2 years or something like that. This one, for the cheaper one, is good for 18 months. And so that's good enough for us to complete our semester. So I would probably go with the cheaper one if I were you. If you are a little concerned you may have to repeat the course, then you might want to pay a little extra. Now, if you plan on doing financial aid, you may have to purchase your access code through the bookstore. I have been told that there may be a way to be reimbursed if you buy it directly and then get reimbursed through your financial aid, but you might not want to quote me on that because I haven't really understood the details on how to do that, but I've been told that could be an option. So if you are waiting on financial aid, you can get 2 weeks for free to get started. So there's no reason to wait. So don't wait. Starting now, go ahead and get on there, and I'll walk you through how to register in a moment. But you don't want to wait on that. So we don't want you to get behind. The first exam is at the 2 week mark, and so if you're waiting for financial aid, you're just going to get behind. So don't do that. Get your account up and running, and then we'll deal with that later. So here are some instructions, but what's probably going to be most helpful is when you go to D2L and just click on this handout instructions right here. It really walks you through. It has the links and everything. So this is the course code. Now remember, this is only for this section right here, 1C13. So if you're in 1C15, you have a different code. Okay, so just get your instructions from D2L. Okay, calculators. Really, you don't need anything fancy. Just a scientific calculator will be plenty for this course. Here are a couple links for some free ones if you want to try those out, but I would just get don't spend more than like $10 on a scientific calculator. That should be fine. Okay, so the purpose of 0314, really, it's just the foundation to support college algebra. I'm not going to read through all these outcomes, but if you want to spend some time looking at that, you can. What you're probably concerned about is how am I going to be evaluated. So what we're going to have here is homework's going to be 20%, and I'll show you where to find that in My Math Lab in a minute. And then you're going to have 3 regular exams make up the other 80%. There is no final exam, so that's good news. Okay, no final exam for the remediation part. For college algebra, we will have a final exam, and we'll talk about that in a second. So the 3 exams given throughout the semester, exam questions will be taken from the course practice sets and lecture videos. You're given an hour and 30 minutes to complete each exam. You are allowed to use your notes, so go for it. I want you to use your notes. Take good notes and have them prepared, have them organized, but refrain from using any other resources. Okay, if you are caught cheating, you will automatically receive a 0 on that assignment, and you could also be dropped from the course. Okay, so just do your own work. This is a really good opportunity to have open note exams, so take advantage of it because that's still a skill. Even though it's open notes, it's a skill to prepare and be organized and ready to go. Now, since the exams are open notes, though, okay, so there's always a caveat, right? I'm not going to drop your lowest grade. Typically, I would maybe have some like a final exam that could possibly replace it, but since they're open notes, I'm not going to replace that. And I've been doing this for a year and a half since everything kind of transitioned online, and it hasn't really been a problem. So here's the grading scale for 0314. An A is a 90 above, and then your B is from 80 to 89. C is from 70 to 79. We don't give D's for remediation. And so what we would give you is an IP if you got between a 60 and a 69. Now, that doesn't really mean you pass, but it means that, you tried really hard and you were really close, but you didn't quite get there. But it's for basically financial aid purposes and GI Bill type stuff to where it won't ding you so much as if you were to not pass. Okay. Uh, every once in a while, I have to give an incomplete because things happen in the course to where students not able to finish. So if something arises, you just have to let me know. All right. The purpose of college algebra for most people is just to fulfill their minimum math requirement for graduation from a state four-year college. Okay, so you might want to check into your degree plan and make sure that this is what you need. A lot of students take college algebra when they really just need math for liberal arts. So I'm not trying to discourage you from taking this class. I'm glad you're here, but something you might want to look into. That's something that sometimes students they end up taking college algebra when they really could have taken math for liberal arts. Okay, these are the outcomes. Once again, I'm not going to read off them. We'll go ahead and look at how you're going to be assessed. So here, homework drops down to 15%, still a decent chunk. Regular exams will be 65%. This time you'll have 4 of these, though, okay? Once again, you'll be given an hour and a half. Once again, they're going to be open notes, okay? You are permitted to use your notes, but once again, don't do anything else. There are ways of detecting that, so don't do it. And then once again, since the exams are open notes, there won't be one drop to replace, but you will have a final exam at the end, and there will be a review provided. Since the final exam is cumulative, I do provide a review for that, and you'll be given 2 hours for that one, and that will be open notes as well. So on the first 4 exams, I don't supply a review. I typically would, but once again, you have that advantage of it being open notes. And so that really is a good advantage. And what I would suggest is going through your homework, going through your notes, and just making sure you can work all the problems, and you'll be more than prepared for each of these exams. Now, the final exam, that's cumulative. That's quite a bit. I feel like um, it's necessary to provide a review for that. So you will have a review for the final exam. And once again, I've been doing this well, I've been teaching for 13 years, but I've been doing this for a year and a half. And like I said, it's worked out quite well so far. So here's the grading scale. The only difference is you can earn a D, which is considered passing, but you have to be a little careful because if you're transferring to a four-year university, sometimes they'll make you repeat the course if you earn a D. So we really want to shoot for a C or better. Okay. And then once again, incomplete. That's just if something happens and you're unable to complete the course. Let's see. Students may be dropped from the course if for one of the following reasons. Well, if you miss 2 exams, if you score a 0 on 2 or more exams, really mathematically you'll be eliminated. It will be impossible to pass the course. Okay, so that could be a reason to be dropped. But really the main reason you would be dropped is if MyMathLab, if you don't have full access after the second week of the course. And once again, I'm going to show you how to register for it. But The issue is if you get locked out of My Math Lab, you can't complete the work, and then you get behind, and it's a cycle of trying to catch up, and so it can be very frustrating for all parties. And so you got to have full access after that second week, okay, or else you could be dropped. And so, if that second week's coming up, you need to email me and let me know. It's give me another day or two or something. You got to give me a heads up, okay? Because it's very important. Okay, course withdrawal. If you happen to decide at some point that that's in your best interest, the last day to do that would be November 15th. Okay, here are some common syllabus policies, and so I'm not going to go over all of these, but if you click here or go to the QR code, that'll take you to a Lone Star webpage with all this information. The main one I want to highlight is the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. If you have any accommodations, just please send me an email and just make me aware of those, okay? I want to make sure that I am in compliance. And then here, this is another link to North Harris syllabus information and resources. Kind of tells you about the math department. The main thing is going to be the Math Achievement Center and tutoring. I have a link down here to kind of show that to you in a moment. So anyways, once again, you can kind of go through this on your own. The Dean of Natural Science and Mathematics Division is Ellen Trinnell. Here is her email, her office number, and where she's located. And so if you have any concerns about something going on in the course, this is who you would take it to. Okay, the Max Center. So if you click here, I'm not sure if it's been updated, but let's go ahead and see. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and click on Monday and see what's going on. So this is where you can get some virtual tutoring. They should have some in person. Yeah, right here. Let me see what this says. See if it's, oh, she still has the summer hours. Okay, so this hasn't been updated yet, but it should be soon. But that will have the tutoring schedule for in person. And then this is probably not updated either, but here for, yeah, she still has summer too, but we'll have a schedule here and you can come here and find a tutor that's available in one of these time frames. So right here, Brenda's available from 11 to 2. And so she tutors on these courses, which there's 0314 and 1314. And so you could go ahead and click on here and this will take you to her WebEx portal and you can meet up with her and she'll help you out. Okay, let me go back here. And then the last thing is the COVID prevention expectations and updates. Once again, this is just a link that will take you to a page and kind of tell you what's going on. This class is online, so you don't really have too much to worry about. But if you do plan on coming on campus, you might want to check this and just make sure the campuses are open currently and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Let's go ahead and look at the calendar. That's going to be pretty important. Let me see. Try to open it here. All right, so here we are. So August 30th right here, class procedures. Basically, that's you watching this video and getting your My Math Lab set up, which we'll do next. And then I want you to go ahead and start that first assignment. Okay, and then you can see you can kind of work on it a little bit Monday, a little bit on Tuesday. This is a general pacing calendar. The homework, I get it. Some people want to do most of the work on the weekends, or some days are better than others. This is just a suggested pacing, okay? So you don't have to absolutely follow this exactly how it looks here. The firm dates will be here highlighted and bolded right here. So the first unit exam right here will be available starting September 9th, and the last day you can take it would be September 13th. And once again, I'll show you how to access that in My Math Lab. Now you'll also see that on this date, all of the Unit 1 homework is due on September 13th. So all the homework is due on the day the exam is due. I think that's true for most of them. Let me kind of look through here. So then there's your second exam. Yep. and third exam. That's correct. So August 11th is when we finish 0314. Hopefully you finish with a passing grade. If you aren't passing, you actually can continue on to the 1314, but it might be a tough go, okay? Because really this first part is all going to support when we start college algebra, which is right here on October 12th. So on October 12th, we start our college algebra, and our first exam, sorry that this didn't copy correctly, but anyways, would be October 21st right here. And okay, so here we go. The exam would be available from 10:20 to 10:24. Homework is due on 10:24. Let's see. All homework is due here on the 8th. All homework here would be due on the 22nd. And then let's see, yeah. So pretty much the homework is due for that unit, for each unit, on the last day the exam is available. So don't wait, don't wait till the last minute to do your homework, because if you email me, I'm gonna say you had plenty of time. I give you as much time as possible, literally, because I make it due the day of the exams due. So don't wait. Pace yourself. Come up with a routine. What days you're going to work on this, and so on. Ideally, it'd be great to work on it most days, at least a little bit, right? Some days probably more than others, but logging in every day and having that consistency will go a long way. After we're done with Unit 4, we do have one last section we have to cover that's not included on Unit 4. It's short. It's not very big, but we are required to cover it. And then that assignment will be due on December 10th. And then the following week is the final exam, and you'll have Monday through Thursday. You just, whatever's best for you, and take that final exam. So that's the calendar. So now I'm going to go ahead and take you and show you my math lab so we can get that part set up. That's going to be key. Okay, so here, once again, these are the instructions for section 1C, 1.5. So if you're in 1C, 1.3, you're going to have different instructions. So the instructions are the same, but your course code will be different. So let's see. Oh, there's the course ID right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to the website. And I'm a student. So if you've already done this before, then you know what you're doing. Go ahead and sign in and register for the class. But if you're new, go to student, and then tell you what you need. You need an email address, your course ID, and then how you're going to pay for it. So here we go. So first thing you would do is put in the course ID. So I put it in right there, and I press continue. And then it's going to ask you, okay, go ahead, come up with a username and password here. And then once you do that, you'll create your account. Now, when you put your email in, because it's going to ask you that next, when you create an email, use whatever you check often, because that's how a lot of our communication is going to go. If you check your school email, a couple times a week, that's fine. Use that one. But if you have a Gmail or a Yahoo or whatever you check most often, go ahead and use that, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay, once they walk you through all that, there's going to be a payment screen that's going to come up, okay? And so they're going to say, okay, do you have an access code? And that's what you would purchase from the bookstore or possibly on Amazon or something. But I wouldn't purchase it from Amazon if I were you, because sometimes the codes, the registration payment codes are course specific, and so I would hate for you to order it and it not work, and it would just take longer for you to get set up. Okay, then the second option will be just put it on a credit card. Okay, you could do that, and then let's just say you don't have the funds. There'll be a little link at the bottom of the page. It's very small. It'll be small, like the font will be like this right here. And it'll be at the bottom of the page. And it will say something to the effect of a 2-week trial. If you go ahead and click on that, you're just kind of agreeing that you're going to use their software for a trial. And so you can get 2 weeks for free. okay? But remember, when that 2 weeks is up, you need to go ahead one way or the other, get full access, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and log into my Pearson account so you can see what it looks like. So this is my account right here. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. All right, so let's see, so y'all gonna see I have two different shells actually for your course right here. I've got the 0314 and the 1314. Right now, I only gave y'all the information for 0314, okay, because I just don't want any confusion in having students register for the wrong course. Once we finish 0314, I will post in D2L and I will email and I will send all that information for 1314, okay? But right now, we're doing 0314. So you can see here's my two sections right here. And you can see the course ID is different depending on which one you're registered for. Okay. But inside, they're going to look exactly the same. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and show you around a little bit. Okay. So if you probably there are not going to be any assignments yet. Let me see. I might go ahead and assign some of them just so we can see it. Okay, I clicked on assignments and here they are. They popped up. And so you can see they're not due till September 13th, but don't wait. Okay? I don't want you to wait till the last minute and then, that's when emergencies happen, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and click on one of these just to kind of show you around a little bit. So let's go to, I'm just gonna put, you obviously want to go in order. I just happened to pick this assignment. So this one, there's only 6 questions, not a lot. So I'm going to go in here and kind of show you around the tools. So here's the question. Find the value for um, find the value of the variable that satisfies the equation and so on. Okay. Um, okay, this is interesting. They've kind of updated this a little bit. The interface looks a little different. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and answer some stuff that's going to be wrong. So let's see. We'll try that. Up. One or more of your responses is incorrect. Okay. Let's see. Let's try one. Maybe one is correct. Nope. I was wrong again. Look, now you can see it says final check. So on a lot of these, you get 3 chances. It kind of depends if it's like a true false or something. Obviously, they only give you 1 chance. But so it's final check. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try it again. Oh man, I'm wrong. Okay, they tell me the answer. And then look, I can do similar question. So even though I got it wrong, I get another chance. And you can get up to 5 chances to get a question correct. And then once you do get it correct, let's see, you should be able to do another one for extra practice if you wanted to get some extra practice in there. So let's see. Okay, I got it correct. And it says, okay, do I want to click on next question? I'm going to go ahead and close that for a second. Okay, so see, now I'm still on the same question. And if I want to, I can hit similar question. So even though I got it correct, I can go back and work problems a second time, third time if I want to get some extra practice. And that might be a good idea when you're trying to prepare for your exams. So let's say that you are stumped, though, and you want some help. You can click on Help Me Solve It. Students like that one, but I think the most popular one is View an Example. And the reason why is you can kind of line them up side by side. You can have them next to each other and you can say, okay, all right, let's see, what did they do? Continue. And you can say, oh, the first step, I see what they did. Okay, they added 9, so I probably should add 3 to both sides. Now be careful. Make sure you're putting some thought into this because a lot of times students will do View an Example and they're just mimicking the steps, and sure they get the right answer, but they're not really comprehending the actual skill. Okay, so you want to make sure that you take a moment to really make sure you understand what's taking place so that you're better prepared later when you don't have View an Example. All right, let's see, but let's say that doesn't help because sometimes these problems are pretty complicated and even examples might not help you. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them do have videos. So you can watch a video on this. This one, see, sometimes the videos can be hit and miss. I mean, this one obviously is a lot more complex than the one up here. We eventually get to some that are similar actually to this example you're seeing in the video that they have right here. But sometimes that can be hit and miss. Okay, you can go to animation, which is kind of similar to a video. You just kind of. In this tutorial, we will review. So it's kind of the same idea. It's kind of a video, just a little different. And then the main one, here we go. This is the one. This is how I want y'all to contact me if you need help. Ask my instructor. It will pop up. It has my email already in there. It has the question. And so you can just say, whatever, need help. And then, boom, send it to me. And it'll send it to me. I can look at it. I can make you a video, or, if it's something pretty easy, I can maybe type you out an explanation or whatever might be the case. And then I email it right back to you. So that's why I want you to register with whatever email account you check most often, because that's how I'm going to contact you. Now, sometimes it does get, the first time you send it to me, not always, but sometimes they do get sent to my spam folder because of your email. If you're using an outside, sometimes even the Lone Star emails get sent to my spam, which is really weird. But usually that only happens once. And so that's not a big deal. All it means is that you might get the email a day late, my answer, my return email. But usually once I get your email comes through, I can green light it for in the future. Okay. So ask my instructor. I don't want you to get frustrated if you're having a hard time and these other things are not helping you. Email me. Okay, that's my job. That's what I'm here for. Email me and I will send you back a video explanation. Okay, so I'm more than happy to do that. Don't let things fester and get worse. Don't wait until the day before the exam or even 2-3 days before. Like, let's tackle this now. That's going to make things easier for both of us. Okay. All right, let me see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave here. Typically, you don't have to save. I didn't save, and it went ahead and it saved my correct answer for my first question. I saw it said save on there. Once again, that's a new feature. I've never really seen that before, so that was kind of weird. Now, as far as exams, I haven't posted any exams yet, but when they do get posted, they should just show up, I believe, under assignments. There used to be a test and quiz tab, so this is kind of a little new to me also. This is a new addition that we're using this semester. So, I mean, everything's the same, just the interface looks a little different. But once again, when the exam is approaching, I'll send y'all an email to remind you, hey, the exam is available. You have, so many days to complete it. Now, there are ways to go to the textbook if you really want to go look at the textbook, but I'm going to supply all the notes and videos for you. But if you really wanted to, you could go to the e-text content right here. But all right, so the last thing I want to show you is the notes and the videos. So let me go back here. Okay, so I have links to both of these. I have a link to the 0314 video and notes, and I've got one for the college algebra. So we want to do the 0314 right now. That's what we're doing. So right here, it takes you to my web page, my little Google site. Hello, welcome to Math 0314. This course is the foundational support for 1314. Use the links to access the videos and notes to help assist you with your MML, My Math Lab assignments. Okay, so here's the 3 units. So here's unit 1, and they're all kind of laid out like this, okay? And so here's the outline notes. You don't have to print them out, but if you want to, you can get them right here. Here are the notes. Feel free to print them. If you don't want to, that's fine, but I think it'll help you when you're taking your exam to have the notes available, okay? So here are the notes, and then here are the links for the videos, and they're all through YouTube, and so it should work on any device. And oh, interesting, I got ads. Okay. Okay, and so here's my video right here, and I try to make them less than 20 minutes. I'm not always successful. Sometimes they go up to 30 minutes, but 20 minutes is usually a pretty good stopping point. So anyways, this first video is 11 minutes right here. And so, the good thing about YouTube also is you can do subtitles, okay? If you want to use subtitles. I don't know how accurate they are. I think they do a pretty good job though. And so here, these are the videos. And so see, 1.1, I mean, it's kind of long, but not super long. But I broke it into 3 videos just because, like I said, I don't like my videos to go past 20 minutes. So I tried my best for each video not to go past that. But there are a few out there that are a little bit longer than others. But oh, one other thing I was going to point out to you in case you do want to use the book. Um, the title of my notes, I like to go in numerical order. So 1.1, this is a supplemental review actually that I got from uh, that I kind of made up myself. But anyways, these other sections, they have numbers on the back, and those are where you can find it in the book. So if you're trying to figure out where do I find this topic in the book, that's going to be the back numbers back here. So, okay, well, I hope, this is a lot of information. So feel free to contact me with your questions and concerns, and I'll be happy to help you out. And like I said, don't hesitate. Don't wait until there's a problem. Contact me right away so we can kind of get things rolling. All right, and I look forward to working with y'all.